I was green when I got elected, but I have learned so much. I have taken so many courses and classes through GMA. I have gained so much knowledge, and I'm quick to tell people, listen, I still today, I don't know it all. But I'm continuing my education, continuing to learn and grow and go to these courses that GMA is offering. Last week, I was just on a whole week leadership course, and it was very intense. And I learned a lot personally for myself. And so I'm building qualifications up of a resume that I've already have over the last 4 years, which is an extensive resume of what we've accomplished to continue that work. And that's why I'm qualified, because I'm already in the middle of what we're doing, and I want to see it completed.
I've served 21 years in for this great nation, been deployed, been in some very bad areas. So really running for city council, this seemed easy, you know, as far as some of the things I've done in my career. I traveled a lot of places, but I always brought here. You know, I've been stationed here 4 different times, so this is kind of where my heart at now. And I feel like my experience in the military, my experience living here in Warner Robins, although I wasn't born and raised here, this is home. And the vision I have for the city, you know, and to support the mayor and the council, that kind of qualified me for this position and run.
Our constituents are showing concern of creating places here in Warner Robins that they can actually stay in town to do, such as a convention center, such as an amphitheater, such as things that we can spend our money in our own community instead of leaving our community and taking it to other communities, such as people going to Atlanta to do stuff, going to Macon even. I would love to see a beautiful outdoor shopping mall come up by the interstate. It would be just an ideal place right off the interstate for that to happen, instead of people traveling to Macon to go shop all the time. That they could stay right here, especially with the gas and the way things are rising in prices. The more local that we can keep things, the better off our constituents are going to be.
So there are things to do here in Warner Robins. I said nothing to do, but more to do. And like I said, this is one of the fastest growing cities in Middle Georgia. And so I feel like that alone should be enough to attract other businesses and, you know, entertainment and things like that here to Warner Robins. So I'm a father, I'm a grandfather. You know, my kids, they live here, they play here, but I want to be able to take them to different places here. And I feel like we have more options that would be good as well. Another thing too, you know, my sons, you know, they're demons. They graduate from Warner Robins, but using them for example in some of their peers, they graduate here, great school system. They go off to college. You know, I had one at West Georgia and one at Georgia Southern. But these kids, they leave. We want to also bring them back, you know, so they can continue to invest in their hometown.
I see a need for, I want to enhance the recreation department and some of the parks and recreations and bring them up to date. And I mean that as far as turf fields, football turf fields, baseball turf fields. That's going to bring people from outside of our community in to enjoy what we have here to offer. I would also like to see, I would love to see a Costco's come. You hear all our constituents talk about that, and I think Warner Robins is big enough to support a Costco's here in Warner Robins. I think people would love that. And the infrastructure is going to drive that. It's going to drive the capacity we have to allow industries like that to continue to come into Warner Robins. So we're striving to keep, we've had so many great announcements over the last couple of weeks, and a lot more to come about industries coming into Warner Robins.
A lot of things like downtown. We should have had downtown, I feel like, decades ago. You know, we have the base right there. You know, the base is our beach, where a lot of people sometimes come from all over the country, the world, to come. And it'd be good if we had a downtown right there that could give a lot of money to the city, and the residents here that could benefit. So I just want to see, you know, change with entertainment, continue to keep a clean and safe city, of course, and just watch this fast growing city and county, you know, prosper. So
Warner Robins, when I got elected, was so far behind when it comes to technology. I can't even explain to you how far behind we were. And we have warp speed, have pushed technology, something fierce. And I say technology in our city, with computers, with programs that operate the human resources, with up-to-date programs that are in the 20th century, not back in the 1800s. A lot of getting away from a lot of pen and paper that we were still doing things with. It was amazing to see how far behind times we were inside the city, and seeing what we're doing now to bring our city up to where we need to be, to use the technology to make life a lot easier for the employees, and not only the employees, but our constituents, to pay bills, to process certain things that ought to be so simple in today and age, that are so difficult at times with the city. So I love to see that change in our departments, changing the way we handle constituents, the way we respond to them, the way we engage in their questions that they have or concerns that they have inside of the city, of dealing with that in a timely manner. And not just somebody saying, I keep getting an answering machine, I keep getting an answering machine, but to change those things, you know what I mean? And so we're not just talking to an answering machine, but we're actually communicating with our constituents, and we're offering and giving them a service that they deserve.
One where we have a boom in downtown. I know I keep bringing up downtown because I really feel like we do, where we have lofts, restaurants, and more. People have, different options there. Continue to grow and build, with more businesses. Small businesses want to definitely make sure we focus on that as well. And Warner Robins as a whole, this Central Georgia be somewhere where, hey, you can leave home, shop, eat, and enjoy yourself and go right back home instead of having to go to Savannah, Atlanta, or Florida. Just somewhere people really do, they love call home. And also other people like to migrate here as well because they see the potential here in Warner Robins.